Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady. Right, so I'd like to welcome you back to Whips, Bits and Chat, volume number 40. Right, so what have we got up today? Right, our very first thing is, of course, our video catch-ups, because as you guys all know, I seem to be sticking to the same pattern in it, so you can skip if you need to. I am so cheeky. So, earlier on in the week, I managed to find some breaking news for America and Australia. So, if you haven't had a chance to see that one and you're in those countries, hopefully those breaking news items, it's all yarn, remember, will still be available at your local stores. The link for that is going to be above and below and on the end screen at the end of the video. Alright, our second video up is the Crochet Now issue 64. Now this is a publication that you can only really get in the UK. I'm sorry to everybody else, but I thought it was only fair. Australia or America got something, so it's time for the UK. Right, so that was a Crochet issue number 64. That shows you all the extra bits that you get with it and the patterns, or at least the images of the patterns that you could make if you chose to purchase that magazine. Link up the top, link down below, and link on the end screen. Right, and the last one up was, of course, our Throwback Friday. Now this is only video 2 in the set. It's not been as popular as video 1, but fingers crossed it's just because you guys have missed it and you're waiting for this video so that you can link to that video to link to them videos. Like to be confusing me. Right, so link for that one is above, below and on the end screen. Now with the Throwback Fridays, the idea behind it is to introduce you to some of the older videos, and I am starting right back at the beginning here, so I know that some of you, well, most of you guys will have already seen those, but if you are new to the channel, it's a really nice idea for you to go and have a nose at those. One, you can see how daft I looked at that point and how scared I looked. Rabbit caught in a headlight comes to mind. But then it also, over time, it will show you the patterns as well if you haven't worked out how to search for them yourself. But I will do a video at a later point to link in so that you guys will all know how to find my videos on this channel. Alright, so that is it for the videos for this week. It was a bit sparse and not much at all because I'm still working on that moose cow. So here's the update on it. Moose cow, I am now up to row 50. Oh, just past row 50, sorry. I'm up to the row where you finally start decreasing. So that is a video that I'm going to be making this evening, which is how to decrease that row and then how to decrease to finish it up. Now, this cow is a square. Okay, so it's not like the penguin where you get to a certain point and then it's the same amount of rows going all the way up for a while to build your height. This one just keeps going out to the point where it doesn't fit on my table. Now, I'm only working in a DK yarn, so I'm quite lucky. I was tempted to actually do this one in an Aran weight yarn, which is, I think, a 4 in the US, whereas the DK is only a 3. But thankfully I didn't, so it's now sort of shown me that basically all of the blankets I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have to do in an Aran, otherwise they're not going to fit on the table or on the screen. But hopefully you guys will be okay with the way that this one is set up and the way that I'm talking you through the box counts. Sorry, I'm also going to be making a video shortly explaining how to do it all so that when I bring out a new tutorial I don't have to explain it over and over again. I can just link you back to that first video that shows you how to do everything. So that way it means that my videos, video editing time and things like that, I'll be able to cut it down, which means I can get on with some more poppies. Right, talking of the poppies, I've managed, I think I've made about 10 or 15 this week, nothing major, and they're not even completed yet, so really they're not in the actual count yet, until they're completed and boxed. Now I did a little bit of maths after announcing to you guys I'm aiming to do 1800 to make up for the fact that I only did 200 last year. which means I need to make 180 poppies a month, which is 3 boxes of 60. So at some point you will start seeing in the background behind me boxes appearing of the Royal British Legion boxes basically appearing and being stacked. Now, I know I haven't got the room here. Now, it's looking like due to COVID, my daughter's not going to be able to search out for places to rent when she finishes her course at uni later on in the year. I think it's May time. So it's looking like she's going to be moving back in with us, which means she's nicking this room back, which means I am going to have to move absolutely all of this out of the room so she's got places to put her clothing and her items, because I don't want to make her feel like she's a guest, because she won't be. She'll be back here with us permanently until COVID's over and she can go and find herself somewhere else to live, because she'll have done our heads in and vice versa by that point. So the plan is in a couple of months' time I will be moving down to the dining room permanently and setting up permanently down there, which means I'll be getting some new shelving. So then it also means that I'll be able to show you how many boxes I've done each time, because I won't have enough yarn to fill the room, thankfully, and I don't intend to actually really purchase anything unless I really have to for the next few months, just solely so that I can work through what I've got in here so my husband doesn't realise how much I've actually bought over this last year. Because of course, although he does sometimes watch the videos, he will skip through bits and he only watches bits and pieces of it. And so of course when it's a yarn unboxing, he just goes, oh really babe, I'm going to put it on silent and I'll go and do something else, which means he doesn't actually see how much is coming out of the boxes. So I've been quite safe, whereas now if I'm going to be moving downstairs I am not safe. There is, I would probably guess, about 5 or 6 totes worth. Oh dear. Yeah, I'll be doing that while he's at work and then hiding it behind things. I tell you what, us yarn collectors are a slightly crazy bunch, aren't we? Right, so next one up. Right, so completed whips. I've finally got my Christmas jumper done, apart from sewing on the pockets, because I finished it up last night and I've put it on. And how can I put it? It's too short. The arms are too short, and so is the bottom of the pattern. Now that may be down to my tension and the yarn I chose, because it wasn't the same yarn as the video, and it may also be that I'm a long-bodied 5'8" lass, and I didn't see the size and the height of the model or the maker within the pattern. So I'm just going to jump off a second, stick the jumper on and pull up the information I need so that I can tell you about the maker in a bit more detail. Right, so here it is. Let's kick my chair back if I can. I've got so much rubbish on the floor. Here's the front, and there's the back. As I said, it's lengthwise for me, I'd like it sort of past my bum, as you all know. So I've got a bit of tweaking to do on it. Ooh. But luckily I've got enough of my 4th ball. There it is. So inside that's the pockets. But hopefully I've got enough there to finish it off, add a bit more extension on the cuffs and add some extension to the bottom. So other than that, I quite like it. It does fit really nicely. Now I'm trying to think what size I did. Hold on a minute, brain's not in gear. Right, so the pattern details for this one are the maker is the Make and Do Crew Modern Crochet. Now the name of the pattern is the Up North Crochet Cardigan pattern. It is a really easy beginner friendly pattern, because you work from the bottom up and you work in one whole section, and it's only when you get to the armpits that the pattern breaks off, and instead of you having a nice long bit, you end up with 2 side panels and the middle panel, and you join as you go. Oh, I best tuck my ends in. Right, so you join as you go to get to the shoulders, and then you make your arms all in one go, and you work in the round, so to speak. It's in the round, but you reverse it at each start of each row. But they explain it really, really lovely in the video, as well as having the written pattern for you to be able to view for free. You just have to put up with the adverts, but I don't know about you, I don't mind the adverts. I'll just skip through them if I need to. Now the pattern itself was really lovely, was easy to work up, even on the days where my brain wasn't really playing with me and wasn't teaming up with me. Now, right, so the pattern actually calls for a Lime Brand Comfy Cotton Blend, which is a 3-weight light, and there is 392 yards per ball. Now for this pattern I would have needed to purchase 7 balls of it, or skeins of it, to make my size, and I should have been working with a K hook or a 6.5mm hook, but this is why mine's short. I used the Dreamcatcher by Stylecraft. Oh, I'll show you that in a minute. And I ended up using just shy of 4 balls to get to the size it is now. I also swapped my hook around, because for me, when I made it up, or made up a sample of it, I found that it was too gappy for me. Now, I am prone to catching stuff on toilet doors or door handles, or even just Liam catching it by mistake, so I always seem to go a little bit tighter, especially if it's a piece of clothing for me, because I think it's gonna have more chance of being missed, like the holes not getting picked at and stuff. So I ended up going down to a 4.5mm, and so of course that is why I think that this one, although it fits lovely everywhere else, it's just too short, just because of the adjustments I made and the fact that I didn't make any adjustments while making the pattern. So really, although I've followed the pattern for an extra large, which should fit a 40 to 44 bust. I don't know my bust measurement, I cannot remember, but I know it fits around, that's the main thing. I think, to be honest, it's probably sized it more for a large, which is a 36 to 40 bust. Just because I swapped the yarn and the hook size. I'm a bad poppy. Okay, maybe I should have read the pattern a little bit better. It turns out the model is 5'5". So honey, I've got like 3 inches on you, which is where those extra 3 inches I need to put onto the bottom of my top. But it's fine, I'll sort it. It'll probably be ready for Christmas next year now. Now this is actually a really simple, really easy beginner friendly pattern. You only need to know chains, decreasing, half double crochets, half double crocheting 2 together, and a half double crocheting through the front loop only. Now the front loop only section is for these pieces here, and a section on the pockets. I didn't like it because it was too gappy, so I didn't do it. I just carried on going with the same stitch for the rest that I've used on the rest of the jumper. So there are ways to swap things out if you wanted to, or if you want to stick to exactly how it is, then do it. It's all up to us at the end of the day. We make it. Oh, I'm going. Right, so this pattern comes in sizes small, medium, large, 1X, 2X and 3X. So that's pretty much all the information I've got for you for this jumper. I hope you like it like I did, and as I said, the links to the video will be up above, which also, that video will then link you through to the written pattern if you want it. And I will pop the link for the video down below, and if I have room I'll stick it on the end screen as well. Right, I was just reading through the pattern notes to find that Lion Brand has turned the Up North crochet cardigan into a crochet kit, and you'll be able to receive all the yarn that you would need to make your own cardigan. So it wouldn't be the same colourway as this because this is completely the wrong yarn, but the kit, you can grab a copy of the kit. I will stick the link down below in the description box for you all. Right, next up is your photos. I don't have any this week. You must be super busy all finishing different things up. Hopefully I will have something next week, but I never know until it arrives. Remember, if you are making one of the patterns based off of one of my tutorials, I would love an image once it's completed so that I can show it off to everybody. So that is basically most of what you can see behind me. It's now time to pick our competition winner from 2 Whips and Bitses ago. So it was Whips and Bits number 38. Now, you had the opportunity to enter the competition and win your choice of one of the patterns that I showed you back in that video. Now, there was quite a few to choose from, and I understand that some of you did have a couple of issues with trying to work out which one you liked the most. But the competition's now closed. I have actually picked the winner before I started recording this video because I'm actually doing this on a Saturday, not a Friday, for a change. So I did that first because I had to get it done so that the competition was closed roughly on time. Right, so the winner has been picked. Was it you? Let's go and have a look. Right, so here we go, time to pick the winner. I've added the video URL. I've also kicked off any duplicate users and including any reply to comments, which means I shouldn't be able to win. Right, so let's get our comments. We have got 31 unique comments, so it's quite a small pool on this one. So good luck, everybody. Right, are we ready? Now, before I press start, I just want to remind you that your first comment will hopefully be the one that's picked, and hopefully you have answered the question. If you haven't, I will have to repick. So 3, 2, 1, go for it. Oh my gosh, Rune Shadow Beth, congratulations my darling, you have won. Right, your comment says, oh, what a great pattern. My daughter adores a baby Groot. So if he's available, he's the one I would like to make for her. You may just be able to finish it for her 40th birthday in May. I think you got time, Beth, and I think you've had a go at the corner to corner before, haven't you? So congratulations, darling. Now I just need you to email me so I can give you a code to put into your original comment, which is this one here. Okay, so I will tag this one to the top of the original video. So congratulations, Rune Shadow Beth. Now remember, I just call you Beth. So Beth, remember, I need you to send me an email. Now I know you have my email address, so send me a message saying that you're the winner, okay, because you know how ditzy I am, and I will give you a code, okay, like a little phrase that I need you to put in to that video comment. Now I have tagged that comment at the top of the Whips and Bits 38, okay, to make it easier so that you don't have to go hunting for it. All you need to do is send me that message. I will then send you the bit to copy, and then you go into the Whips and Bits 38, open that comment and stick it down the bottom so that I know that you're the person that put the comment in. Although it seems a bit strange because I know it's going to be you because I know the way you write, but we're doing it the same for you as for everybody else. And for everyone else, I should explain, Rune Shadow Beth has been on one of my channel members for a very long time. Right, congratulations, honey. Right, so that is all I have for you this week. So I'm going to head off back downstairs and get back on with the cow so that the moose will be here next week. Oh, I'm starting to sit and rock in the corner where crazy is. But anyway, as I said, I'm getting back down to do that. and I will see you all really soon. So if you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody. Right, so here it is. Oh, I forgot the yarn. Right, so that's it. That's all from me for today. So, start again. Right, so that's it. That's all for me. All for me? Oh, pants. Right, so that's it. That is all I have for you for this week. I hope you have an absolutely lovely week coming up, and I will see you all really soon. So if you can, please stay in and please stay safe, and I will see you all really soon. And I've repeated myself 15 times.